Well, what have we here? Musical chairs. The sign flips in accordance with each traffic light to each corner of this central pylon, and I must say how much fun I'm having because people are like, oh fuck, I just wanted to go to heaven and die and go to heaven, and they're saying, oh fuck, I was kind of praying and hoping that for angels and Savior and external influences to solve things, create solutions, but instead now I'm having the burden of proof placed upon me, the burden of responsibility placed on me, and I don't know, man, I've been getting some pretty funny reactions, especially when I'm like doing the reverse of the begging. I'm like, I'm waving, hundreds, and I'm offering people money, but as a joke. But I just wanted you guys to be able to partake in the fun, and I don't know, it's just a lot of fun, and it kind of helps you, like, what else am I doing? I'm dancing, I'm having, making a time of it, and this is just a return to humanity, because as much as I appreciate the busy bees in society that are sometimes me, I'm sometimes doing busybody different things, which are all good, generic things like basic services, basic needs, societal, structural, what else? Whatever it may be, construction. There still has to be that spark that was there how many thousands of years ago in the savannas of the deserts. That spark of just the drum beat. And as far as I understand, people treat life, and they treat sexuality and whatnot as a sacred thing in these places. And so the illusion of it's an illusion, and it's not to be trusted. It's not to be trusted in what do you call it? Abundance, because it's not abundant unless everyone can experience it. It's and as unity consciousness, we need to that's an inescapable, it's an unavoidable reality, and so I'm glad to be it's kind of putting on a one-man show, but hey, a lot of people do it in Waikiki, a lot of performance entertainers. I'm just entertaining people with ideas, and I'm not putting any, I'm just offering something, and it's just for people as to what they want to do with it. And but yeah, let's do some light work. And by the way, it's important, guys, if you're like interested in some of my ideas, you may find some of them offensive, expectedly so, because they're contradictory, because some of them are maybe contradictory or controversial points of view, but at least be glad if you benefited and incorporated some of what I expressed, and a lot of it's not new, but some of it is, so some of it's original ideas, but it's important to say, guys, that we're not better or lesser, we're different. And so if somebody says, well, your ideas are silly, sometimes people say that to me, like, oh, you're not in a position to be an authority on certain religious, spiritual, whatever subjects. And I'm here to say that I think I am. It's something that I've studied and worked upon, just like anyone who's mastered a trade or different things. They've worked on it for 6, 7, 10 years more. And so let's just do a visualization, brilliant white light, imagining a beam of light shining down, like say on the people in the gas station, and it activates them. They're smiling joyfully. You know, imagine people happy and smiling. Imagine people you're worried about. Like sometimes I worry about people judging me, and I appreciate if some people may want to distance or disassociate with me, because my views, you know, are unorthodox, and they may be so much of a departure from their conventional or preferred ways of doing things. You know, so I just imagine anyone. Sometimes it's people you're attracted to, you feel anxious, you know, you're not sure what to do. Sometimes it's people who you're worried about, you know, abusing their power in government. Imagine them smiling. Like imagine Biden, although I think I know for a fact he's creepy with the younger kids, but hopefully that's just a playful, touchy-feely whatever, and it's nothing more. It's like, for imagine him smiling. Doesn't mean you like him, just imagine him smiling joyfully. Okay, imagine brilliant white light on him. Imagine like Trump, imagine him smiling. It's not as easy to imagine people walking around and they're just, you know, they're what are they doing? They're you know, imagine a beam of light being cast down on them. Maybe people you're upset at work, or you just don't know how to address. You don't know how to apologize, or you're expecting them to forgive you. All of these elements, okay? Even things like you just feel like they've wronged you, whatever. Just imagine them smiling in brilliant white light, because that's the realm you want to exist in. You know, the subconscious mind, I believe, is built up of a collection of visualizations. It's, you know, and memories. And sometimes it's good to avoid places because you build up bad memories. That's one reason to not pursue premarital intimacy with various peoples. It just builds up memories, and then you end up not wanting to do things you've used to like because you liked them. You did it with somebody who you no longer like, and so on. But yeah, you have to still, like, I'm stepping with the courage and the power and strength of supporting the less fortunate, and that is, you know, and a very noticeable level of, I want to call it momentum. Like when you are supporting, when you're looking out for the people suffering in the world, like me, I'm acting like a monk, you know, letting go of certain, you know, conveniences so that I can focus on supporting the world and making it a nice place. Like that is, like, I have a lot of power behind me, and I'm not worried about people who are sharing biases or are offended. And it's important to consider that when you're familiar with something, okay, and when you know, have normalized it, it becomes like preferred. Like society may have normalized consuming alcohol. It's not normal. It's toxic. They may have normalized whatever it is, like just stuff that people do that's like, no, you know, they're pursuing premarital intimacy, and you know, it's not. It's important to understand. I gotta roll.